Welcome to Verbal Pick Radio, where we give you a verbal image of life, and we are everyday people. I'd like to welcome you all to the show. When I first started my campaign against the ideology of the civil rights movement, against that song, Amazing Grace, because that mentality does more damage than good. And there is no amazing grace until after racism and black people are 100% totally free in America. Now, Ron DeSantis, governor of Florida, he was booed at the prayer vigil for the 3 that was shot in Jacksonville, Florida by a racist. First, he says, there's no room for people to get killed because of the color of their skin, right? But yet, you're pushing wokeism, which you're pushing wokeism, which attracts the racist, fuels the racist, and give them a mission in their warped thinking to feel as if they are doing some good for the white race. Civil rights mindset. I'll give you an example of how dangerous the civil rights mindset is. The white guy now, he goes to an all HBCU, right? Historically black college, right? University. He stops because he sees security guards. Now, if those security guards had a black power, black conscious mind, they say, hey, come here, let me see your ID. What you up here for? Something don't fit. Which one of these things doesn't belong here? Which one of these things are not the same? Let me see your ID. What's going on? And we stop that now. But what the civil rights mindset will allow you to do is you don't want to get involved. You see him as a white guy, so he gets a free pass. The black conscious mind is always on alert. Hey, wait a minute, what's going on? What's this white guy doing pulling up in the parking lot? Hey, man, get your guns ready. Let's go over there and check this out, right? Why? Because the government, I don't want to say will not, but maybe they don't have the power to stop it, right? Maybe they don't have the power to shut down all white ring or racist groups, right? Because if you got a white ring or a racist group, right, it's just only a matter of time before one of the members go rogue. Now, what should happen is if a member of a white racist group goes rogue, right, and members in that group know his plan, right, and they've discussed it, right. If he goes out and commits an act or a hate crime, then what the FBI should do and the police department should stand back, let the citizens, right, seek justice, eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth, and go and get the members of that group to send a message that we're not playing, something similar to August 5th, right? Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. Because that's the only way, or that's the way you fight back with racist mindsets, to show them that we playing on equal playing fields. This is equal turf. You know, you take out 3 of mine, I'm coming back and I'm going to wipe out your whole organization. And then that'll stop it, right? Ron DeSantis fueled the fire with his wokeism bid, because what you telling the country is, we don't want the world to know the truths about black people. Matter of fact, slavery was a good thing because they learned the skill. Fool, they had a skill before they came and before they was enslaved. Why you think you enslaved them? Europeans couldn't do what the blacks was already doing. Europeans didn't know anything about Egyptian cotton. They didn't know anything about blueprints and building. They was coming out of holes in caves. Who you think built Europe? It was the Moors. What are you talking about? Europe within the Dark Ages till the Moors built it. How the hell you gonna say and who you think the slaves was? Think about it. But okay. If y'all want to go there, we can definitely go there. I don't like, and the reason why. Okay, so look, let me share this with you guys though. First though, the reason why my show started declining, right? Because I started coming out against the civil rights movement. I came out against integration that I said was one of the worst things that happened to black people, right? Black people should have never integrated, right? We lost everything with that mindset. You know, it didn't work. It don't work. We should have never did it. But we did, and we suffered from it. We thought we were so smart. We was like, hey, we gonna give up everything we own, give up our rights. We gonna join in with white people. White people were like, no, we don't want you here. No, don't come over here. But the Klan was like, no, let them in so we can study them. We can learn about them. We can find ways to slow them down. We can find ways to trip them up. We can find ways to take away everything that they love and make them depressed. We gon' for the lack of a better term, we gonna fuck with them. Malcolm, Nation of Islam, Pan-Africanists, black conscious people was like, nah, you don't go and integrate with somebody that don't like you, and you don't force yourself on someone. If the government forced black people up on white people, then that would naturally create resentment. And please, every time a tragedy, do not sing that damn Amazing Grace song. I'm sorry. Every time you sing that Amazing Grace song, all it does is fuel the enemy. It fuels the white supremacists. They like, look, we shoot them down the street and they out there singing. Right? Don't do it, because you make the community vulnerable for attacks. You don't see white people out there holding hands singing songs after they've been attacked. They go get the guns. They go get their guns. Or they finna go settle the score. Right? You are weakening the black community with the civil rights mindset. I'm sorry. It don't work. Integration did not work. It was a failure. All of that was a failure. Right? You in a capitalistic society. You go and build businesses for your people. If you want an example, look at a little Chinatown, look at a little Italy, look at a little Greek town. We should have had it separate but equal. That was the best thing for black people. Separate but equal, because we've been separate and we separate today. Right? The court of law is where you fight for equal justice. Right? Meaning, I'm running for a position, white guy running for a position. If my plan and my agenda feeds the needs of the people, then there should be nothing in the law that says that you can't get this position or this position because you are black. Right? Fair is fair. Right? But do I want to go and say, hey, let me give up my gains in order to be a part of somebody else's society? When I already have everything I need, I got my land, what do I want? You know, what was the purpose? What did we get out of it? That's why the good Dr. King said, man, I believe I'm leading my people into a burning building. These people not finna play fair with us. Never have. Matter of fact, they don't have an incentive to play fair with us. Right? So I don't know what's going on, and I don't know, because it happened again. 3 killed. White guy had a manifesto saying, hey man, I'm coming to kill black people. And he did. No, couldn't nobody. He could have been stopped, but the mindset, the civil rights that reached that amazing grace mindset, it makes us vulnerable, makes us not be on our toes, not be alert. We too forgiving. We let them just walk in and don't keep an eye on them. Don't call the police. Hey man, it's a strange white guy in our neighborhood. Give a description. Give what car he's in. You know, we react too late. We so damn loving. That's the whole strategy of love your enemy till they love you back. I can't find it in no war tactic books. I can't find it over time who used that tactic. And it worked. Right. Why are we still with that same mindset? I don't get it. We should be petitioning the government. Look, I know you all can't handle certain percentage of the population who hate black people who will pick up arms and kill somebody. Because the threat and the possibility and the reality is real. So I know you can't fully protect us, so get out the way. But we will refuse to live in fear. We will refuse to stand by and just watch our people get killed. We will refuse to, our only recourse is to hold hand and sing Amazing Grace. If that's all we got, we don't have nothing. We might as well just go and pick the guns up ourselves and take ourselves out. If that's all we got. If all we got is a song, if all we got is, come on man, can we all just get along? That's all we got. August the 5th is an example, is a holiday. That what took place in Jacksonville, Florida. He goes in Dollar General, kills two males and one, kill a female, kill our future. Just walk in the store. When they showed up at a historically black college, putting on a bulletproof vest, saw two security officers turn around. They didn't say, hey, he didn't look like he was a student there. Civil rights mindset. Civil rights mindset blocks you from the reality that white folks will harm you. Not all, but there are races out there that will harm you. But it's a blockage that has to be pushed out so you can see the full scope, the full picture of things. Holding hands, singing Amazing Grace will not stop racists from mowing black people down with whatever type of rifle or gun that the hater may use. It's just the reality, the odds, the deck is stacked against it is what I'm saying. It don't work like that. It never did. That's why we still talking about it in 2023. The solution, the methodology, the ideology, it has to change. Because innocent people are getting killed due to a lack of community awareness. Right? We don't have a plan in place where we see white people coming to the neighborhood. Who picks up the phone and call the police? Who do you call to have somebody come to that area and keep an eye on this person? White folks do it in their community. You walking down the street in their community, everybody on the phone. Look at Ahmaud Arbery. He just looking at the house jogging in his neighborhood. But white folks get on the phone and start calling neighbors. Black guy in the neighborhood. We didn't learn anything from that. We ain't got to go kill no white person. We just keep an eye on what you doing over here. Because we've been here all our lives and we don't see that many white people in our community. What you want? right? He going to a store following. They'll be right behind him. And as soon as he pull out his pistol or his shotgun, you kill him, shoot him. But the civil rights mindset won't let you shoot him. The civil rights mindset have you unarmed, hiding behind a pole, calling the police and hope they get there in time before he kill up the whole store. We got to change our methodology. We got to change the way we look at things. We got to change the way we think. We got to change our mindsets. Vero Pick Radio, we're out.